Amy, what is our third main topic today?
Our third topic today comes from Tavita Mafi, who says, Aloha, John and crew. My most anticipated show this year is Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, or Loader-Trop, as I think we should call it. My excitement has exceeded exponentially with the new footage that Amazon released. It looks like a teaser will be out on July 14th, Prime Day. I was wondering if you or the others saw the footage, and how high is your anticipation level after seeing that stunning footage? Wishing y'all the best, and BOTA.
All right. Thank you so much for sending that in, man. And yeah, look, everybody knows my single most anticipated thing for television coming out is nothing DC, is nothing Marvel, is nothing Star Wars. It's Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power. I'm not sitting here guaranteeing it's going to be great. Might be crap. But, I mean, with all the people who are involved with behind the scenes, the people who are in charge of making this thing, I love what I think we have coming. So I'm very, very excited about it. So they dropped for the general public a 15-second teaser. But if you were an Amazon Prime member, they dropped the full 1 minute. But even that full 1 minute is just a portion of the real full teaser that is coming on the 14th. So understanding that, I mean, I loved what we got, that 1 minute thing. The whole idea, there's something conceptual about this thing where it's basically there's a comet flying through the sky. Now, whether that's supposed to be the representation of a return of Morgoth or the establishment of the new... the reforming of the spirit of the enemy or whatever. I don't know what it's going to be. But the fact that that was there, that became a physical representation of the threat Middle-earth is going to face. Mm-hmm. And as it's sailing across the sky, all these different people groups look up and see the same doom coming, right? The same thing. And what was the line? That I can't remember what the one... a sip of water went down the wrong way. One drop of water went down the wrong way. I can't remember which character it was, but he looked up and says something about the skies. I can't remember the exact line.
I think it's the skies are strange.
There are strange skies or something like that, yeah. I just loved it as a 1 minute kind of announcement. This thing's coming, but again, going through and seeing all these different people groups having to look up to the sky. I thought conceptually it was really well done. The real question will be, what is this full teaser going to be? Because the first thing they put out is still sitting there. The first thing they put out, it was really just a, hey, everybody, Middle-earth is coming back, right? Mm. Nothing super exceptional about it. It was just telling the world, this thing's coming back and that's fine. But I think this teaser has to be the one that has to make us go, wow. And if this is just a little taste that sets up to that, they could be doing that. So we'll have to see. Rob, you had a chance to take a look at this full 1 minute footage. What did you think?
I mean, it looks good, but I would expect nothing less. I mean, they spent $250 million on the rights. The thing that I want to know, the only thing that I want to know about this show is, tell me about the characters. Who are they? What do they sound like? Are there going to be people that I'm immediately attracted to follow? And they have, surprisingly, in what we've seen, shied away from showing people talking very much. We got a little bit of it at the beginning, but I want to know, tell me a story. I mean, we have so much beautiful fantasy imagery all over the place now. I want to know who your characters are because we already know the world of Middle-earth. It's what we expect, but I want to know who these new people are. What is the second age of Middle-earth like? And you got to define it for me through these characters. And I understand, but we're only 2 months away. And we are getting our trailer. When does the show debut?
But I thought it was, does it not debut in November?
That's September.
Is it September? Okay.
Yeah. So we're 2 months away. And July 15th is, I think, 2 months. And I know that's going to be really their first taste. I would expect character moments to show up there. That's what I'm expecting.
Yeah, I agree.
But I looked at this and it's certainly intriguing. I mean, it's beautiful. It looks great. But I want to know about the characters. And I mean, this was just a tease.
Yeah, one of the 14th has to start delivering that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's when I would expect that it would start.
And that's, because we all, what makes something like Game of Thrones great? It's not the dragons. It's not the effects. It's the people and the non-people. And I think that that's what, I mean, look, Peter Jackson set the tone. Brilliant casting. Lord of the Rings, the movies. You talk about Boromir and Sean Bean's Boromir. Indelible guy. Aragorn. Ian McKellen playing Gandalf. I mean, Ian McKellen playing Gandalf, he just has to open his mouth once with the way he looks, his hat and his pipe, and you're like, you're in. And that's what they need to do to sell me, because there's a precedent they have to live up to. But I'm excited.
By the way, did you notice that we got our first glimpse of Ents in this little spot too?
I did like that, and I'm like, okay, I'm in. I mean, look, I am excited too. But I'm a little trepidatious going in.
All right. Well, this is going to be our first chance to get their first real promo for this thing coming on the 14th. Anyway, Amy, you had a chance to see this. Where's your anticipation level been in general for the Rings of Power, and what did you think of this little tease they gave us?
Personally, it hasn't been one I'm like over the moon for. It's been a little bit of a wait and see for me. I'm finding it hard to get too excited about a teaser for a teaser right now. It's kind of where I'm at. Like I watched it. I was like, all right, here we go. Get me excited about this. And I watched it and I was like, that was pretty and I know nothing. Like, I don't know. I think post Hobbit, I'm just a little bit like, we'll see. Because those movies, I wanted to love them. And by about the second one, well, I was thinking about, I was like, I think I saw them all. I can't remember, which is never a great sign. So I'm hoping this ups the game a bit. I'm cautiously optimistic, but yeah, this didn't spark any new excitement for me.
Hey, Ray.
It comes out September 2nd, but you know what?
Wow.
What works for me is because we've just finished the movie clubs with the Lord of the Rings, right? So I'm more interested in this than I would have been without seeing those movies.
Right.
You know, and maybe my expectations may be a little bit higher coming off those movies, which it probably is. I mean, there's no doubt. I have this show's not going to match those movies for sure. I just don't think it will.
Well, I mean, but does it need to?
I'm just
we're
saying.
talking about three of the most celebrated films in the history of storytelling. I only need this thing to be about 65%, 70% as good as them, and that will make it a big win for me, I think.
But what's funny is this teaser had nothing to do with the characters. It's just a comet coming down. If you know me, natural disaster movies are one of my things. And if that comet crushes just a little part of Middle Earth,
Ray's gonna be all in,
baby. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Without any dialogue, 10 out of 10.
If we see this
Ray's
trailer on the
Team
14th
Comet.
and it does that, crushes a village, 10 out of 10. Anyway, guys, the question is for you. Did you have a chance to see this announcement for the full teaser that's coming out on the 14th? If so, what did you think? Whatever your thoughts are, jump down to the comment section below and leave those thoughts there. We want to take a second to thank the sponsor of today's video, Manscaped. Now, guys, you know I love Manscaped. You've heard me go on and on about the Lawnmower 4.0 and that body wash. I love it so much. And so we got to ask, guys, have you started your spring cleaning yet? The carpets need cleaning, the drapes need dusting, and your lawn needs mowing, gentlemen. And you guys know Manscaped isn't more than just one product. They have a whole lineup of products to help you guys feeling, smelling, and looking your best. And so Manscaped is proud to present to you the Performance Package 4.0, which is the only tool that you need to keep your boys looking, smelling, and feeling good this spring. Now, to start off with, you get the Lawnmower 4.0. Guys, we have talked about this. What is wrong with us? Why have we for so long been using these terrible tools that were never meant for cutting our hair down there? The razor clipper things on our electric razors. That's barbaric, guys. You need the Lawnmower 4.0. And then there's the Weed Whacker. You guys have heard our own Ray Ora talk about this thing. He loves using it to get that hair in your nose and the ear hair. And then they offer lots of other stuff like the Crop Preserver. It's an anti-chafing ball deodorant and moisturizer. The Crop Reviver. It's a spray-on toner for your balls. And of course, they've got the perfect grooming tool for your face with the Plow 2.0, the perfect razor for the finest shave on that face. So guys, get 20% off plus free shipping with the code CAMPEA. That's CAMPEA at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping with the promo code Campea at manscaped.com. It's time to throw out your old hygiene habits and upgrade your life.